Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Hello everyone. How are you today? I hope everyone in this session having a very great and feeling healthy today. First of all, I'd like to say thank you so much for KUI, for all lectures and staffs and all the committees that have arranged this type of event. I still remember last year or the last year, we have the same agenda, which is it's called International Week from my faculty, Business and Economics faculty of UEE. And I was one of the committee as well. But right now, here I am having the opportunities, having the chance to share my own experience regarding the international activity that I joined in this year. Anyway, my name is Nabila Triana. I'm from Palu, Central Sulawesi. I think no one is from Palu here. Is there anyone from Palu? Nggak ada ya kayaknya. It's okay. I'm an alumni of Management International Program, batch 2018, and taking concentration in human resource. And currently, I am working in Worldwide Fund Malaysia as Sustainable Financial Research. So, ladies and gentlemen, I bet you guys here are familiar enough with Kampus Merdeka, and several of the speakers already explained deeply about it, apa itu ISMA dan lain-lain. So basically ISMA, Indonesia International Student Mobility, is one of the program from ministry that they fund us to give the opportunities for us to go to school in abroad, right? For one semester. And alhamdulillah, I was one of the lucky students among 1,000 applicants, 1,000 awardees for the first batch with Kak Ulil as well. But Kak Ulil goes to Europe, yeah.
Okay, so that's basically my stories regarding the what we call? Regarding my experience in Korea University back then in February until June. So right now, what I'm going to share next with you guys is that I'd like to share the things that I highlight during the program. So let's start from number one, which is awardees. I think that awardees becomes my main family during the exchange program. I feel like this has been explained by Kak Ulil before, how yes, it's how staying connected, especially for Korea University, we're in a big amount, like 50. Kalau misalnya kita compare with other countries yang cuma menerima kayak 7 atau 10 atau di bawah 20 orang setiap universitas, here Korea University have the biggest amount, which is 50 students. Well, I think what I don't want to miss is that, of course, going out with 50 of us will be very crowded, especially when we go out in Korea ya. Kayak misalnya mau ke restoran, maunya sama-sama 50 orang, itu terlalu banyak. So we decided to group ourselves like 10-10, 5-5 seperti itu, because during that time, it's also the COVID in Korea is also are still very, very high. So what I want to maintain, how do I manage to know this 50 people adalah dengan cara kayak today I'm going with my group and then the next day I will go out with another group, so that I will still stay connected and not only talk with the same people all the time during this 5 or 6 months. And I believe that connection is very, very important, not only during the program itself but also after the program. Jadi kemarin misalnya saya kemarin ke Jogja ya untuk wisuda, saya ketemu teman-teman lagi nih, teman-teman yang ada dari 50 orang. Kemarin ke Jakarta pun ketemu teman-teman juga. Jadi it's really, really beneficial, you know, when you stay connected with a huge bunch of people, especially they're from different backgrounds, different university in Indonesia gitu. So we have different perspective and ideas. We can share thoughts and ideas yang menurut saya itu pasti bermanfaat di masa yang akan datang, seperti itu. Okay, the second one I would like to talk is about international friends. I think this is really clear, where when you have the chance to go to school abroad, then you're gonna gain a lot of friends. Apalagi kalau di Korea ya, di kasus saya, kita ditempatkan di international dorm, where inside there are a lot of United States students karena mereka juga memiliki kegiatan yang sama. They have scholarship like us, and they have like 100 students to go there. We exchange things about settlement and stuff, biaya beasiswa yang mereka dapat dan yang lain. And here are several pictures of my friends from buddies. Like here are Lynn from Vietnam and Korea, and also United States. We gathered a lot and hang out a lot there. And then what I want to highlight is that I'm lucky enough to have a Korean roommate. You know, aku nggak paham ya kenapa ISMA itu sendiri mungkin agar lebih mudah ya. Dari 50 orang itu semuanya tuh memiliki roommate dengan teman-teman ISMA juga. Tapi I'm really lucky that I can gain a Korean roommate, which makes me even know them even better. Kayak kita benar-benar berbeda in terms of religion. Dia kebetulan ateis, jadi dia melihat saya sholat, melihat saya berpuasa dan lain-lain. She asked a lot of things about my religion and stuff. And yeah, at the end of the day, like it's really fun to share sharing sessions with them. And then what I want to highlight the third is that in Korean University, your grades depends on the average score of the class. Well, this is not a general regulations, but most of the professors there applied this rule. So for example, like your math score, it's 70, but the average score of other students in your class, for example, like 95, 96, then at the end of the day, your score will be A. You know, it's kayak tidak adil ya, seperti tidak adil, tapi tidak adil mungkin untuk ketika nilai kalian yang bagus dan teman-teman kalian yang mungkin kurang bagus nilainya. But that's the rule. It really confused me as well, but that's actually the like something that they already use for a long time. Okay, here's just a footage of my class during my school there. And then students here are very competitive. Like, yes, this is super true as well. Like, have you ever seen like a Korean drama yang melihatkan kalau anak SMA itu pergi dari pagi sampai malam, sampai jam 11 malam hanya untuk kelas? Well, that's really true, not only in senior high school, but also in college life. Like, it's even harder. Like, you know, my friend Lynn, the one that I said, my roommate, she have to line up mereka. Jadi di perpustakaan fakulti itu ada 2 tempat to study. One is for the silent study, which means that you study only with your book. One is like for the noisy study, which is you're studying with your laptop. Jadi kayak ada suara typing, itu harus di-differentiate ya. And then, you know, during the month of the examinations, that place is fully booked. The places are like 1,000 capacity for the study, but it's all full book. They're very, very that competitive. That's why I can compare to myself. Would I do that just for exam during my school here, during my university? Like I would rather just stay at home and study, but then they prefer to study in the library, which I think it's not really common thing to do in Indonesia, not something big in Indonesia, we believe, right? So that's actually the major difference about that. And what makes them very competitive as well, Lynn ever told me like how she is very, very disappointed on getting score A instead of A+. Jadi mereka di Korea itu nilai range-nya itu dari terbesar itu A+, jadi bukan A. Kalau di Indonesia kan kita A ya, kalau mereka itu A+. So she's very disappointed on that, like okay, A is so good already, but she said I'm very disappointed because I'm just different like 0.01 with her friends. Like, okay, it's just somehow very competitive. Terus yang selanjutnya adalah campus people are so fun. If you were like I'm sorry, I didn't really know about that. I'm not really a fan of but you know, 50 of my friends, I think the other 49 of my friends are all having the intention choosing Korea karena mereka benar-benar mau feeling the vibes of konser beneran yang dalam 4 sampai 5 bulan kita kegiatan di sana, mereka menyempatkan sampai 4 sampai 5 konser yang diagendakan di sana. Here are one of the example. Okay, here are one of the example Okay, I'm sorry. One of the example of campus festival ini gratis ya, kita bukan dengan twice. Ada juga yang promote Gangnam Style, already there are so a lot and they're so hype, especially during this time. Kita udah dari that, so we're able to gather a lot. Dan kalau kalian tahu Wendy, I'm not sure Wendy ini girl band apa, tapi Wendy itu terkenal juga. I'm sorry I forgot. Tapi Wendy itu bisa ditemuin teman-teman saya kayak setiap hari. Jadi setiap hari teman-teman saya itu ketemu Wendy untuk kasih bunga, untuk kasih surat. Every day, like they're just close like 5 meters away. Kayak hi Wendy and stuff. I didn't really have the intention, so I just saw how amazed they are melihat artis-artis yang mereka suka seperti itu. So if you guys are one of the Korea pop K-popers, I think this Korea is also one of the greatest place to go there. Okay, and last but not least, I think another speaker already talked about this, like about culinary and street food in Korea. Like this is one of the things because we're having the exchange student in Asia, so the taste kayak tentang micin-micinnya dan lain-lain masih kental banget dan very delicious even though it's kind of hard for us untuk mencari yang halal food, but ya harus nge-scan pakai HP lagi untuk produk-produk seperti ini, cari yang kayak non pork and stuff. But overall kayak apalagi kayak gini ya, kayak street food, this is so delicious. Yang ini tentu nggak halal ya karena ini hot dog. We can eat this one, the chicken one. There's a lot of chicken there as well. And then Indian food, there's a lot. There's just so various that you can try a lot there. And seperti yang kata Kak Ulil bilang, kayak the money, the amount of fund that lent by LPDP, lent by ISMA is so much than enough, like very enough. Kayak aku bisa bawa pulang lagi kayak uangnya untuk dipakai dengan hal-hal yang lebih beneficial. So yeah, you don't really have to think about it and just try to take as much experience as you can. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much for having me today. And here's several footage of me and my friends during my study there. That's all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.